Hi guys, I promised I'd drop in and I would do a little visual mental imagery or mindful building, building muscle power. But before we build muscle power, what we need to do is we need to send a very clear message, not only to our brain, but to our nervous system, our emotional system, and mostly to our heart system. So I'm here because I promised I would come in and do or try and combine two things. One is imposter syndrome. Everybody I know, clients, friends, family have it at some time or other, and some people here have made it very clear that they also have it. So I wanted to give my gift back to you and do some practice and help you to do two things. Work out which part of you is the imposter feeling, and then which part do you need, because you need all of your parts, and I'll talk a little bit later on about that, but this is really quick. Every feeling, every emotion, every thought that you have is you. Nobody else. It's part of you and it's there for a reason. So everything you have learned, you've learned because it kept you safe. And I tell my clients that. It's really, really important. These parts, these feelings, these emotions, these behaviours are survival. They kept you safe. But they're getting a little bit out of hand now because you've grown up, you're not a little kid anymore. Like me, my sister got bit by a dog when I was about, I can't remember, 5. And when I reflect back, it was probably just plain, but it bit her. And I saw the blood, I saw the drama, and for all intents and purposes, I remember that. Even today, I still think little brown and white dogs are going to bite me. It's a cognitive, what I call bias. It's a belief that's been locked in your system. It's still triggering, it's still there, it still thinks all little dogs, even chihuahuas, even little kind of Yorkshire Terriers are going to bite me, or more so my sister. She doesn't care, she loves dogs. How do we overcome that? I'm going to show you a little trick. And it's a real important key trick because it's what all athletes and super entrepreneurs who we're going to be and successful people, Virgin, Branson, Alan Sugar, Tony Robbins, we all use it to project into our future. So if the brain doesn't have that image, you're pushing up to what I call the window of tolerance. You're going up against your comfy zone. And to push against that is really scary. And what I love about it is that you know when you're going to break through to something amazing. I mean, really amazing. Something that you want on the other side of the wall. You just can't get over the wall because this feeling, this sense in your body is pushing up against your window of tolerance. And you can go find all about that. But for now, you just need to know that when you feel those critical thoughts, feelings, worries, anxiety, procrastination, imposter syndrome thoughts, so the little critical thing that's going, you're no good at this, don't you even go there. It's trying to protect you. It just doesn't know that you're grown up and you don't need to be protected because you're big enough to make sure that nothing happens to you. So what I want to do, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to do two things. I'm going to mix and match it. It's going to be new, so you're going to be pioneers. Here we go. What I want you to do first of all is I want you to just bring to mind the colour of your kettle, if you've got a kettle, or the colour of a favourite cup that you drink out of. Have you got it? Straight in. It'll have gone automatic. But I want you to also imagine, without looking, don't look, what colour socks or shoes you've got on at this minute. You got it? Yeah, of course. That's called mental visual imagery. You know your cup colour, you know your kettle colour, you know what it is in your kitchen or your home, you know the colour of your socks and the shoes you've got on. And the reason for that is because your brain has got all the information. It's just that you don't actually see it maybe as an image, and that's okay. You don't have to see this big clear picture, but your brain does, and that's what matters. And it goes really, really quick, so you can't see it. So if you imagine you've got one of those books, like album, and you can flip it really, really quickly, you can see there's pictures in every page, but you can't see the picture, the image, but you know it's there. Our brains are the same. So don't panic if you don't see a big picture. Just hold the memory in your mind. Your mind will do the rest. So, imposter syndrome. You know you're getting close to what you want to accomplish, because bingo, you start to feel a wobble, you start to kind of go away, and you're going, oh no, I can't do that. You get all these critical thoughts. That's the thing that lets you know in your body that you're nearly there. You're gonna break through. Trust me, it's on the other side of the wall. How do we break that wall down? Well, I said earlier on, it is now all about practicing. Now, it's no good really when you're in the throes of critical thinking, when you're in the throes of anxiety, worry, panic, imposter syndrome, brain. You've gone too far. You've gone way past your comfort zone. So what I'm going to suggest is you actually have to start practicing like the athletes before you get there. So you're going to make a new neuron, or you're at least going to start to build resilience so that your brain actually knows, oh, actually, that's easy. I know what it is. I know where she's going. I know what she wants to do. It's just trying to help you. Now, I've wrote my notes because it's new and I'm mixing and matching. So, on the other side of that wall is the freedom. The freedom you want, the freedom to grow this business, this coaching business, the freedom to do your content copywriting, the freedom to do your modules and find the time. Whatever it is that you need to do, I want you to kind of keep it in your mind, bring to mind the big thing that it is that's holding you back. One thing, don't go all over one thing. I want you to just hold in your mind quickly the biggest thing that you think or feel. This is about feeling that you're stuck. Just one. Give it a word, give it a code name, it doesn't matter. As long as you know which one it is, I want you to just keep that there in your mind for a minute. Don't need to do anything with it, just hold it, get it clear. Where are you stuck? What is the big thing? And on a scale of 1 to 10, give it a scale of 10 if it's the maximum worst thing. Okay, I hope you got it. Now, if it's not a 10, and you're kind of like, oh, I'm all right actually, it's a 5, or it's not that bad really, it's a 6 or 7, then you ain't got the right one. So dive in, find the feeling. When you hit the spot and it goes to 10, you've got the thing that keeps you stuck. Keep with the feeling if you have to. Now what happens is that feeling is a really important feeling because it's a loop. It's called the worry loop. You get a feeling in your gut, in your body. It sends a signal up right through your vagus nerve into your head. Your head goes, panic. And you get a thought, which is a critical thought, and then you go off on this big loop. And it'll run, well, the loop goes this way, by the way, but it runs and runs and runs, and you want to keep it there just for a minute. I want you to sense it. Now, I want you to let that go because it's really important that you now are going to do this wonderful thing. I want you to get clear and really be honest with yourself. Where do you want to be in 3 months' time? Now, I know Tony and Dean and Raf and Zach all said 6 months, but now we're getting really into the end of this PNL course, so make it 3 months. Where do you really honestly want to be in 3 months' time? Now, not only do you want to be there, you are there. Now, you've heard this, I think it's in week 4, I think it is, it's in week 4. If you've got to go back and listen to Dean tell you this, go back. But it's, where are you? You're celebrating, you've accomplished, you broke through your wall, you've got there, you're like, oh my God, it's amazing, whatever. Are you selling courses? Have you just got your course up on Mastermind? Is your family behind you and cheering you on? When I was doing my hypnotherapy, I had to practice for 12 months. And what I visioned was a massive big, are you ready? A jelly fight. I mean, yeah, jelly. In England, we love jelly. Well, I love jelly. Jelly fight. Jelly, custard cream. I was in a cancer hospital. All my patients were hanging out the windows. And we were just having a rave because I had hold in my hand the certificate to tell me I had passed my hypnotherapy clinical certificate. It was official. So it's official wherever you are in 3 months' time. That's where I want you to go. And I want you to look at that and experience that in your body. So if it means closing your eyes for a minute, close your eyes. Let all the external kind of stimulus out. Close your eyes. If you're safe, don't do it while you're driving a car. It's not good. You ready? I want you to imagine as though you're shooting yourself 6 months ahead like some superhero, and you're there and you're in it and you can feel it and you're sensing it and you can see all these people celebrating with you, whether it's in this group, whether it's outside this group, it doesn't matter. But you've accomplished the one thing that you wanted to accomplish and you did it. What did that bring? So what did you get? What did it give you? What did you benefit? All of these things, feelings, feel it in your body, sense it in your mind, taste it, feel it, hear it. People are raving and celebrating. Look up, see all the ticker tape coming down, all the jelly, the cream, the custard. I mean, just really giving it all you've got, the best party you could ever have. Now, I want you to notice that energy. It's important, notice the energy. Because now what I want you to do is, when you have it, I want you to just quickly open your eyes. So you've got 2 things. You've got the feeling that you don't want, the imposter. You've got the feeling that you do want, celebration. And I want you to imagine now, slowing it down, because we're going to do this wonderful little trick that I was taught a long time ago. I want you to imagine, close your eyes. I'm going to invite you, I want you to close your eyes. Close your eyes and imagine you're standing in a triangle. Imagine you're standing in a triangle, you step into the middle of it and you see the point ahead of you. So the point of the triangle is like right ahead of you. It can be as near or as far as you want. You decide how big your triangle is. When you've got it, I want you to imagine that at each point of your triangle, and it doesn't matter where it is in relation to what you're doing at the minute, I want you to place on one of the points a part, an energy, a feeling, a personality, a trait that you have that is strong, focused, determined, kind of a bit of a no-nonsense character. We all have these parts, by the way. I'm only picking 3, it's easy. So I want you to imagine the part of you that is resilient, that is strong, that has got focus, it's brilliant at strategic planning, it's kind of firm. Imagine a poker player. It's giving nothing away, but boy, is it focused on the job or winning that poker game. That was my dad. So I want you to imagine that. And when you have it, I want you to just switch the triangle around. You've got another space now at the front, and I want you to imagine the next part, the next energy, the persona, the personality, the trait of someone who is compassionate, caring, adaptable, has got real brilliant communication skills. It's kind of really into the community, wants to serve, protect the world, you know, like the eco-warrior, you know, at the World Summit. You're going to be that kind of character, someone who really cares for others, the world, the environment, and yourself. Put yourself in that. And this is the kind of, can adapt to anything. Really good at organising as well. Is approachable, supportive. You got it? And when you have it and you feel that energy, I want you to switch it around really quickly. Now you've got another empty spot in front of you. And I want you to bring to mind now the part that is kind of charismatic, creative. Now that's my main persona, that's my main energy. I'm creative, I love being out, dressing up. I'm really kind of charismatic sometimes, get really colourful. Think of your fun child part, the bit that gets excited. A little bit like Mikey when he came on the first live event. Do you remember how excited he was? He was like giving it all. Well, this is the part you want in front. This is the part that kind of, you know, is charismatic, it's creative, it's clever, it's really savvy, you know, it knows how to quickly weave in and out things, get out of trouble. It's not the most reliable part, by the way. It's a bit of a drama. Think of a drama. You know these people, you know, they're like drama queens. They come in, you know, they're vibrant, they're loud, they're noisy. Bit of trouble, they're out the back. They've gone. You can't find them for love nor money. So that's another part we're going to work with. So we've got the strong part, the adaptable part, the charismatic part. Okay. Now I want you to imagine very quickly bringing back the part of you that feels like you're stuck, the imposter. I want you to bring that part back. It doesn't matter which one it was, the one that feels right for you, that is keeping you stuck in this place where you're at the back of the wall and you want to get the other side in your car. Put that part in front of this triangle. Ahead of you, you can feel it, you can sense it, you probably hear it, you can probably hear the words in your head, the critical parts, the, you know, you can't do this part, you're no good part, you know, all that kind of stuff. Put it at the front of the triangle and just notice what you notice in your body, what you hear in your mind. And then when you're ready, I want you to do something really important, and it is important. I want you to allow that part to step out of the triangle, just to the side from the point. Doesn't go anywhere else. Probably see it even. It's probably got a colour. Stepping out to the side. So there's nothing in front of you. And see right ahead of that triangle, it's clear. Got it? How does it feel having that triangle right at the front of you clear? Nothing is there. No objects. No barriers, no wall, it's just clear. And I want you to just notice what it feels like. And when you're ready, bring that energy part back, bring that part that you chose for yourself, that you feel is responsible for keeping you stuck, the imposter energy. And when you're ready, I want you to do another thing now. I want you to switch the triangle. Do it clockwise, and I want you to bring the part that you believe and feel is the right part to take you forward 6 months from now, 3 months from now. The part that's going to get you over the wall, through the wall, around the wall, directly down that path. So that where you're celebrating, that part is going to be the main part that gets you across that finishing line. All the other parts are coming with you, but you want the part that is going to get you across the finishing line. If you've got it, you decide which one it is. It doesn't matter. The one that makes you feel, that's the part, the energy, the focus, the determination that's going to get you down that path. And I want you to sense it in your body. I want you to hear something in your mind. Perhaps there's a taste or a smell or a colour. Hold it in your mind. Now when you're ready, I want you to quickly, as flash as lightning, I want you to shoot yourself forward straight along that line to the 3 months from now, and I want you to get there, cross the line, hear the celebration. What are you doing? How are you doing it? Who's with you? How are you celebrating it? How did you get there? Turn around. Turn around and look back along the path that you just came and see what is there on the other side of that wall that you just got through, broken through, became an obstacle. Was there an obstacle there that you needed? Was there something you needed that you missed? It may show up, it may not. It does not matter, because you succeeded, you're celebrating, you accomplished it. You're looking back now at tomorrow and imagining that how successfully you were here with me today. And when you're ready and you've got it and you sense it and you feel it and you hear it and you know where you're going and what got in your way, I want you to quickly turn back, face forward, and shoot yourself right back where you came from. Taking yourself right back, all of the parts in the triangle, the 3 parts around you, take it back and then open your eyes. Now I don't know if that's going to work. I've never mixed those two before. It was a little bit longer than I expected, but I think it was important. If you thought this was useful, if you got it, stop this recording, go listen to it again. I want you to hold the part that is going to take you forward, and I want you to hold the part that kept you held back. And there is another part, and you need those 3 parts. They're the integration of you. So you can't get rid of them. Don't send them out the circle and don't bring them back. They're all needed to get you to the other side of your wall. But the one part that's going to get you there is the one part that you noticed that was at the front of you when you crossed the finishing line. Got you down the path, got you down the finishing line, and you were there. Now, if this has helped you, please do let me know. I can't wait to hear. I love feedback because it will help me improve. And this is a new protocol I've never used before. So I hope the two together, the imposter syndrome, the visual mental imagery that got you across the finishing line to where you want to be, celebrating in 3 months' time, in the success or the goal that you wanted to accomplish. I hope you achieved it. But for me, Dawn Stemmer, enjoy.